Indian River County, Florida believes literacy is the bridge to all learning and can disrupt the generational poverty that burdens their community. Since the Learning Alliance and the school district launched their Moonshot goal, their community's schools have seen an amazing transformation. In the last 5 years, their district grade has increased 33 state rankings, and now they are second in the state in third grade reading. Their performance has shown the most improvement in the state of Florida over the last 4 years and have been a grade A school district the last 3 years with a 96% high school graduation rate. Since 2015, their high poverty elementary schools have improved dramatically with only 2 B rankings. And while the state's third grade reading scores have only risen 4 percentage points over the last 10 years, their scores have risen 17 points in that same time. And since 2012, the Moonshot Moment has been recognized by the Campaign for Grade Level Reading more than any other community. This is still a story in progress, and they're not to their goal yet, but something special is happening here. And a big part of their community's success is when they found the right district leader that embraced their movement.
From 2009 to 2019, we were piloting excellent programs, but we couldn't scale the solution to all children. We realized you need state policy that's aligned and a superintendent who can lead the way.
Dr. Moore became the superintendent of Indian River County in 2019 and embraced the Learning Alliance's work in early literacy. His success is starting to gain attention.
Covering the Treasure Coast, 2 big honors. Dr. David Moore has been named Florida's Superintendent of the Year. Officials say Indian River County is the most improved school district among 67 school districts in the state.
I came in 2019 with one unwavering expectation. We will be best like kids. We are going to have to put the needs of children in front of the desires of adults.
With a degree in drama and teaching, Dr. Moore began his career in education in alternative schools in Miami-Dade County, working as a teacher, counselor, and principal, serving kids with learning disabilities.
I have been chasing impact for the last 25 years. What I learned is when adults have an unwavering belief on the impact they can have on the life of a child, students can, despite their challenges, find success.
His impact with the hardest to teach started to gain attention from the Miami-Dade district.
One day, the new superintendent, Mr. Cavallo, comes to me and says, Dr. Moore, I hear you're too good to be in alternative education. So my immediate response was, I think principals and teachers in alternative education need to be the absolute best because this is the last chance to get it right. And his immediate response was, what if we can create a system where we never needed alternative schools? And that was powerful to me.
Soon, Dr. Moore became an assistant superintendent at Miami-Dade schools and was asked to lead the transformation office.
I was responsible for 102 schools. 65 of those schools were either a D or an F. Within 2 years, we eliminated all the 16 F schools. We were down to 1 D. It was that success that was driving people to Miami to look at what the transformation office was doing. And that's when I ran into some folks from Indian River County. And in that conversation, it was very clear to me there was something different in Indian River County. And what that was a community was willing to bend over backwards, to partner with the school system, to do whatever needed to be done, truly to transform what public education looks like.
When Dr. Moore saw us, there was a recognition of like-minded souls, accountability, high expectations, a systems approach where coaching was going to drive accelerated learning on the part of teachers, and where intervention after school programs early, kindergarten through second grade, were going to close the gaps of our children before they got to third grade.
Shortly after their meeting, Dr. Moore applied for the role of superintendent of Indian River County.
You may evaluate me, but I work for the students.
I think you're looking for bold and courageous leadership. Someone who's not afraid to come in and make difficult decisions in the best interest of children. Someone who isn't afraid to be fired.
When I heard him saying this in front of the school board members, I went like, wow, I like that.
Dr. Moore won the job, bringing his rare pedigree and bold style to Indian River County. We want to explore his unique approaches to the role that we believe make him an effective leader in hopes of encouraging and inspiring what's possible from our superintendents.
I think a school system is only going to be successful based on the individual's beliefs. I think that's where you start. So job one was establishing a belief every school can be an A. And those who don't believe in the expectation, you gotta go.
Our students don't have time for us to figure it out.
This is what we're looking for. If you're not willing to make the commitment, maybe it's not your cup of tea here.
Did we lose some people? Sure. Did we have some teachers switch schools? Do we have some teachers switch counties? Yes, but a lot of those teachers have come back.
We're not gonna lower our expectation. And the day that I have to sacrifice that is the day I'm out. This was a district that was, quite honestly, running itself based on the desires of adults versus the needs of children. And that immediately changed when I got here.
The focus became the students. Sometimes the building can become adult-centered, and a lot of your decisions are made according to adult comfort.
We started to make decisions about, you know what? You're not the best person at that particular school. You know what? You have no learning gains. You know what? You missed 57 days of work.
I am going to throw my shoe at the first person I see at the back of the room with the damn clipboard who says they are support facilitation.
Then they begin to see, oh, no. He really means it when he says he's not afraid to be fired, because I'm going to do what's best for children. If you're going to surround yourself with people who are going to tell you exactly what you want to hear, you're hurting kids.
What is different it is that somebody's holding us to what you could be. Somebody had to inspire us. Somebody had to tell us, you guys can do it, and I believe in you. And then all of a sudden you go like, oh wow, I could be better.
The district office is empty because transformation happens in schools. You have to be in schools, in classrooms, shoulder to shoulder with teachers.
What you doing, brother?
And show those people you are, in fact, a partner in a student's success.
Do you know why it's so important? Or you just read?
We have created a culture where it is okay to check in with each other, see where we're going.
You got it. You got it. Pay attention.
From a superintendent's perspective, don't talk about accountability, talk about ownership. You own this. It's something that you really, really believe is yours.
Our goal is to be able to provide feedback to teachers as quickly as possible so they can adjust instruction for who? For the kids.
There is no time to wait. Some of our students, if we're not acting on their behalf now, then who will? And when? It is unconscionable to think that we would wait a year to fill that need.
Feedback forces the dialogue for learning. That's all it really is. And it is constant every single day.
And I think you have to be intentional. When I'm in the classrooms, if this can be faster, then I need to say, hey, pick up the pace.
Right. Feedback is to facilitate conversations, to say, what are our immediate next steps?
We're not telling you you're wrong, you're not broken. We're asking you to try something new.
Just don't say we're going to create urgency, because what the hell does that mean? Everyone says that.
Right.
But let's define, which means we're going to make sure teachers talking a lot less. We're going to pre-plan the kids that we know that are going to struggle. That's how you increase the level of engagement.
It's hard to take in that you didn't do something as well as you probably could have. But at the end of the day, it's the kids that are in front of you that suffer if we don't confront that.
It is all designed to improve the quality of instruction.
We have wired our systems to learn fast so we can help students move faster. Dr. Moore's ability to create systems throughout the organization is what helped us begin to scale this work.
The way he creates how we plan, how we do walkthroughs, how we check our data. Everything is so specific. Everything is very clear that allow you get things done with timelines, with supports, and some freedom to execute the work.
Our theory of action is to invest in educators.
Dr. Moore is scaling change across the district using some complex systems, but we wanted to point out some simple principles to what we learned. First and foremost, the systems are all pointed at changing adult behavior. He believes students benefit most if we improve the adults leading them. There is a core belief that how they deliver curriculum matters just as much as what they teach. Their systems are designed to adapt, change, and get kids what they need as fast as possible. Data is easily accessible with coaches embedded to support the teachers to take action. Teachers are not just content deliverers, they are coached to think, reflect, and respond to the unique human needs of each student.
If we are all doing our job, we are making the well-oiled machine go, which means that we can make it go faster, problem solve at a higher level, so that we have more time for them. We want the system working at the highest possible level all day long. Everything that we do is for the kids.
We are always going to be about continuous improvement. A school improvement cycle in the state of Florida is a year-long process. We do that entire process 4 times within 1 school year. We are the only district in the state of Florida that does not use the state's continuous improvement model. We use our own.
An innovative staple of their system is what they call Datacom.
All right, DJ Cam, kill the music. Datacom is simply a point of accountability for everyone in the organization. At the beginning of the school year, we all collectively as an organization agreed we are going to be willing to draw ourselves, our attention, our actions, our motivation to the things that are not working absolutely well. All right, let's go. We only got an hour. Who's first?
We have all of the principals and we have all of our senior leadership in a single room, and we go one by one with the schools.
Accountability for walkthroughs and giving feedback to teachers.
And their data is on display. And it's a way to ensure that the plans that they have for their school for that next phase of instruction is exactly what needs to happen.
I don't know what that looks like, but I just think it's time to try something different.
We don't just do one plan for the year, at the end of the year assess it and determine whether we were successful or not. Because under that theory of action, students have just wasted a whole year with a plan that may not be working.
And it's not this shame like, you're failing at your job. No, our data is our reality. The key is, where are you going tomorrow?
I know it's a pain point now, but talk to me about science a little bit.
We're praying in science. We do have a new 5th grade.
Can't say that's not a good strategy. We're going to need a little bit more here.
It's also a chance for principals to provide feedback to district leadership.
It is very challenging right now for us to have a long-term sub.
That if they need something done to be better at what they're doing, that's their chance. And because all the senior leadership is there, it's very easy for the superintendent to give principals exactly what they need when they need it.
What do you need from us, Ramon?
I want to request, if possible, can she be full-time?
A lot of times we would have high expectations but no support. So now we're getting the support we need. It's not like, well, you've got to do it because I tell you to do it. You've got to do it, but I'm going to help you do it.
All right, anything else? Financially, interventions, anything you need?
Not at this moment, but I'll think on it.
Dr. Moore and his team sees and understands the assets that are at the table with them working on early literacy.
A public-private partnership where 2 entities, a public school system and the Learning Alliance, who said, let's work together to solve a problem.
You have to be creative on how you're going to leverage like-minded individuals who are running and serving children.
Dr. Moore has come in and taken the kindergarten through 3rd grade and created a system, and we see the impact he's having because he owns those resources.
It is a bold move for a superintendent to say, I'm going to invest in K1 and 2, so by the time they get to 3rd and beyond, I can change the experience by making sure they never get behind. Because at the end of the day, what happens? A superintendent, you get a 2 or 3 year contract. And if you don't perform in year 2 or 3, you're not gonna get to year 4. So you have to be able to, in real time, see the long-term investment and figure out how you're gonna do that work. In Indian River County, a lot of that work is funded, supported, and communicated from the Learning Alliance. So our goal was to align ourselves and provide access to all these organizations.
Community members, business leaders, philanthropists, nonprofits, everyone understands they have a role to play.
We didn't want to be on the outside of that conversation. We wanted to drive the conversation.
Not only were we addressing literacy in 3rd grade, but oh my gosh, we're growing the entire system through this investment.
That's the power and the promise of the work that's going on at the district that Dr. Moore is leading, scaling this work, systematizing it, institutionalizing it. So it lives beyond me, it lives beyond Dr. Moore.
Is this partnership something that can be replicated? I think the answer is obviously yes, but you're gonna have to find a group of individuals who are humble, who really are about being in service of children, and who are able to step back from themselves and say, if we want a great community, we need to partner with the public school system. We need to invest in educators.
Charlie, let's stop. Look at me. You can do hard things, right?
I'm so proud that we have a superintendent who is revolutionizing our education system here. And I think across the country, citizens and districts need to have the same expectation for their communities because it's possible.
His style is distinct and his personality is definitely bold. But watching Dr. Moore has given us a few ideas that we think are worth considering for how a superintendent can improve a school system and disrupt poverty in their community. Inspire a belief and expectation of success with a clear vision. Shift the focus from adult comfort to the needs of students. Be present and collaborate inside schools. Normalize feedback to create a fast-thinking district that can respond in real time to the needs of students. Scale change through systems that improve adult behavior as fast as possible. Meet, plan, and collaborate more frequently during the school year with principals and district leaders using data to refine strategies. Invest in early literacy and leverage public-private partnerships to build a solid foundation for your kids and district.
I don't think it's just one person that can move an entire school system. The success is contributed to the work that they have done. The overwhelming people are exactly the same. What is different? It's how we support. It is how we build relationships. It is how we are committed to problem solving and thinking, how they were willing to believe and embrace the impact that they can have.